He uses that as an illustration to describe what it's going to be like and what we're living in right now. He says, on this side of glory, it's like living in a tent. It's not fully comfortable. There's going to be suffering. There's going to be discomfort. There's going to be all sorts of things that happen on this side. But we are going to live eventually in a home. That we have a place. And then if you compare those with the words of Jesus, all of a sudden Jesus is preparing the place. That sounds a lot better than going to hell with a gnashing of teeth, right? So he's going to heaven and preparing a way for us. And so he uses that and kind of explains all of that. And so he gets all the way through all of that. And that takes us to verse 8. And in verse 8 of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 8, Paul writes, so, because of this, you could use the word therefore, because of this, because we live in a temporary place with a heavenly mindset, right? This is where we live. We make it our goal to please him, meaning God, whether we are at home in the body or away from it. Whether we are on this side of glory or that side of glory, it doesn't really change. We are living in such a way to please the Lord. That's what Paul is calling the church to Corinth to do. And then he continues. This is going to be the part that makes some of us uncomfortable. This is going to be it. He says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, so that each of us may receive what is due us for the things done while in the body or while in the tent, whether good or bad. Now remember, he's writing to a bunch of Christians. He's writing to a bunch of believers. So this isn't like getting to heaven and am I going to go to heaven or go to hell based on my works? Well, that's not the question. Because your salvation is based on your faith in Jesus. In fact,